Oh, God.
Shaka, do you think your back can hold out for 6 minutes to go and get the extra time question?
Well, let me sprint over here for a minute.
I tell you what, you let Sid off big time with the VAR. Sid was on here, what, 10 days ago?
Did you just fall?
No, I was doing my high knee lifts. I was doing my high knee lifts to come back.
Yeah, right.
Sid was on here. I don't know whether you saw this, Robbo. Sid was on here 10 days ago.
Oh, yeah.
That away from saying we should go back to the way it was.
It's a waste of time,
right?
In short.
I mean, he pretty much, honestly.
It's a waste of time.
And this incident is perfect for somebody like Sid. If he wants to see this happening every week, then let's go back to what it used to be, because that's exactly what used to happen. A linesman would have a guess, and if he wasn't sure, you knew he'd put his flag up.
As it did for Real Madrid's second goal, by the way.
Aye, I mean, it's a complete gamble, so I can't believe you let him off.
You could have said something too.
You're in charge.
He did say.
He started.
He
didn't have a go at Sid.
Exactly, Robbo.
Yeah, favouritism for Sid. That's what I say.
Yeah, I think so too. You know what?
Them Spanish speakers sticking together.
Yeah.
Robbo, that's what it is.
Yeah.
When has Stevie ever spoke Spanish?
Stevie's Lucas.
Hang on, I remember him singing in Spanish in Madrid at that karaoke bar. Oh dear.
Well, see, the thing is, I can sing in Spanish, I just can't speak the language.
Is it better than done Spanish?
Well, it seems to be.
All right.
Kay, let me tell you, if I hadn't put him on a plane back to Liverpool, there's no way that he would ever have got away from that Spanish airport, I'm telling you. He was all over the place.
He's not wrong.
I think you quite would have liked to stay in Madrid. That's why.
I would have, actually.
All right. I would love to have seen that karaoke night, by the way.
Oh, God.
Got a set of pipes on him, Stevie. He can hold a tune.
I don't know why I find that so hard to believe. I really don't.
Been lubricated.
All right. Who's done the more impressive coaching job this season? Ancelotti or Alonso? Robbo?
Oh, man.
Oh, I think you have to say Alonso, because when he took over, they were near the bottom of the table. And then this season, obviously, they had a good end to last season, and he's just made them better and better. And they're not a big club. You know, you expect Real Madrid to certainly challenge for the title. You expect them to challenge in Europe. He's done a fantastic job, Ancelotti, but Alonso has been the standout coach this season by a long, long way.
Can you remember, Shaka, a more likeable team in recent memory than Leverkusen?
No. For all the reasons as Robbo just said, where they started when Xabi Alonso took over, to their performances, and as we were talking about on the show, even when they're down, never seem to panic. Their football is always fantastic. It's just such a fairy tale story. I mean, everything. Had Bayern Munich did exactly what Leverkusen have done, I don't think it would get the kind of response that Leverkusen has this season, for a number of reasons.
How close is the Leicester story?
Oh, yeah, that's a good shout.
Because everyone on the planet, by the end, was wanting Leicester to win it.
We just love an underdog story, don't we?
Nah. Well, you do.
I do.
Yes, we do. Everybody does. Everybody. That's a good show.
And now they're in a major European final. All right. Who has a better chance to win? Dortmund in the Champions League or Atalanta in the Europa League?
Atalanta. Atalanta have a better chance. On their day, Atalanta can be a very dangerous side. I've seen them playing in Serie A several times recently, and they've got some exciting players. They play a certain brand of football. They can cause teams problems, and if they have a good day, they can cause Leverkusen a real problem. But I still think Leverkusen will win.
You guys agree?
Yeah, I agree.
100%.
I agree.
All right.
Yeah.
I always agree with Robbo.
Oh, good Lord.
That's not true.
Even
Not
though he
true.
doesn't think so.
I think he just picks on you, Robbo.
He does. Bullying. In fact, I'm going to contact HR.
I thought he was going to grab me through the camera and choke me.
I did see that.
Oh, God.
Do you remember that?
I do. I was sitting here listening to him and going, why is he having a go at me?
You were second tonight to have a go at him, though.
And the thing is, what happened was somebody had upset him earlier. And I was the scapegoat.
That was our producer that upset me
It's
earlier.
because somebody wound him up earlier on. I got the
He
ball.
took it out on you.
Took it out on me, but I can handle it, Robbo. That's okay.
Well,
Yeah,
All
but
right.
all I would say is that I had to use my phone to phone into the show, and it cost me about £150. That's what it was. That's what annoyed me. I'm tight.
I'll tell you, I'd have been raging as well.
Yeah.
You kept the argument and the debate going, so it was going even longer. All right, okay. If they'd won the treble unbeaten, would some of the players at Leverkusen want to stay for the Champions League next season if a European giant came calling this summer?
But there's been a lot of talk about Wirtz. Wirtz has said he's staying on.
At least for another season.
At least for which is I think is fantastic. I mean, if Florian Wirtz of all players, as if he says he's staying on, I think everybody else does. I think he is the brightest talent in that squad. Go ahead.
Shaka, it comes down to Alonso saying he was going to stay. If
Exactly.
Alonso had gone, lots of players might have followed suit and said, well, if the manager's not going to show loyalty and he wants to go somewhere else, maybe we'll go as well, and the team's going to break up. And he's the reason we have been such a great side. So they're all going to work together for another year, hopefully, to have a go at the Champions League, and let's hope they do well in that. And I can see most of the players staying.
You'd have to think, though, that Alonso would have asked for some guarantees that nobody was allowed to go.
It was.
You'd have to think
Yes,
that.
he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then as for the players,
They're on the contract. They don't have a choice.
Robbo, if you were to have a rowing rematch at this year's Champions League final,
No. All I would say is that I'm going to have Dan Thomas in my boat and not Gav Marcotti.
This time we have Seb.
Seb instead of Gab, would you overcome Stevie's rowing power?
No, I'm not sure. I'd like to take Stevie on an indoor rower. I'm okay on an indoor rower. I'm not very happy on the water. Go on an indoor rower and we'll see who wins.
Oh, there's
Just for
There is a bet,
anybody.
isn't there?
There's a bet. It was Craig
Kieran.
and Kieran. That's right. Yeah, this could be a four-way rowing competition.
I'd love to see
Just
it.
for anybody who never saw the rowing competition.
Please tell us.
The number in my boat was 54. The number on Robbo's boat, I actually couldn't see it because it was underwater. That may have something to do with the fact that Dan and I won. I'm not guaranteeing it. It's a bit like the Bayern Munich. We don't know whether they would have scored or not. They look similar.
I've never had to work so hard to wheel those oars through the water. Oh, my goodness gracious.
So what you're saying is, Robbo is the Thomas Tuchel of rowing? Is that what it is?
Yeah, oh, yeah. I made some bad decisions. I needed to make an early substitution and get rid of my boat partner.
6 minutes. All you have to do is row for 6 minutes.
I thought we were going to roll the tape.
Mind you, I think I rowed twice the distance that Stevie did because I was going round in circles at one point.
All right.
Oh, God.
Okay. For Shaka, did you ever have a mistake in a big game like Neuer had with bobbling the caught ball, allowing Joselu the first goal?
Oh, God, I've had many. So one of the mistakes I've made that I regret, that I still think about to this day, is obviously nowhere near as big a game as this. West Ham played, I've told this story. No, it wasn't West Ham. Pompey playing away to Charlton. Patrick Berger scores this goal. This is a volley from about 40 yards. That would have been contender for goal of the season. Honestly, it was a thing of beauty. And then I go and let this bobbler in right at the last minute of the game. And I think we lost it 2-1. Honestly, I couldn't look Patrick in his eye for about 6 months. It was such a good goal, and I was so embarrassed. I couldn't. That haunted me. You make mistakes, you accept that. That just haunted me.
Is it one that you still think of now sometimes?
Yeah, honestly, it does. And as I say, you make mistakes and you kind of, it happens, you know, and you move on. But that one, because of Patrick's goal, oh God, it was so embarrassing. It was bad. It was bad.
On that note, that's all we've got time for. You better go get training for the rowing.
Yeah, come on, Stevie. Come on, Stevie. Go. Come on.
Well done.
Come on.
And Robbo, you too?
Robbo.
Yeah.
Robbo's getting
Don't worry,
flashbacks.
I've been out there this morning. Another session tomorrow morning.
Robbo was like that.
Robbo's bailing out his boat. Robbo's bailing out.
That's all we've got. Let's go.
Oh, God.
All right. Thank you so much for sending in your wonderful questions tonight. We'll be back tomorrow to do it all over again.